Alright, what's up guys? So, I'm going to make a little, I know I alluded to this on Instagram earlier this week. I made a short 1-minute video of why I decided to compete, but I really want to take the moment and really elaborate on that. I'll probably chop this up a little bit. There's 3 main reasons as to why I decided to compete. And as you can tell, not in the typical bedroom shot, we're in the basement. A little bit quieter down here tonight. Got some friends over, so we'll have to hold this up each time, but so, like I said, 3 main reasons why I decided to compete. Reason number 1.
Script is cause I couldn't fucking stun it. This the type of shit my life was all about.
IIFYM. So, kind of ironic, I got this shirt finally came in today. If it fits your macros apparel, you can check them out on Instagram. I'll throw their handle in this. But so, why did I decide to compete? You know, as most of you know that follow me on a regular basis, you know, powerlifting's kind of been my thing since 2014, and you know, the whole physique aspect of fitness got me into a lot of trouble, and I'll definitely touch on that in a little bit. But I really wanted to demonstrate the capability of, you know, if it fits your macros. I really think the education aspect is missing from the fitness industry. It's really taught as being this really big extremism that to achieve results, you have to jettison everything else in your life. You have to meal prep. You have to spend all the time calculating everything down to the minutia detail. You have to do all this cardio to get lean, and all this obsessive, you know, eat broccoli 6 times a day, and you have to eat every, you know, like hour and a half or 2 hours and stuff. And it's just the most unhealthy and unsustainable lifestyle. And you know, I used to believe that I could maintain my clean eating habits, and yeah, I mean, most people can maintain them when they get out of the gate, but it's not sustainable. I mean, it's easy for months, maybe even a couple years, but you know, after a while, living your life in such a rigorous, rigid structure, it hurts. And a good example is a building. So, you know, I have the engineering background, but the more rigid a structure in an earthquake, example, when your life gets shaken up, so take the building as your life and take the earthquake as what happens in life. The more rigid the structure in an earthquake, and the more damage it's going to happen to it, and the more likely it's going to collapse. And so the more rigid you are, the more likely you're going to collapse due to burnout, develop you know, an eating disorder like I did. Mine wasn't the extremist. I've seen people have way worse. By no means do I think mine was the worst. I was my own worst enemy, and I will very openly admit that it was my fault that it happened. But I really think it's just not educated, and I think over the next 30 weeks I have the opportunity to really educate through the whole experience, through what I look like when I start. And I mean, if people really want it that bad, I will go out of the way and I will document everything I eat. The good, the bad, the ups, the downs, whatever people want to do to really learn about it. And that's the main reason. Talking about if it fits your macros, that's one thing, but really demonstrating its capabilities, that's a whole nother thing. So I'll definitely be doing tomorrow or this weekend. I'm not sure when this exact video is uploaded, but there will be a link to it, the progress beginning video, the day 1, if you will, which is, i.e. tomorrow when I film this. So, sorry, this is going to be a little bit messy because I have to keep having to pick up this board, but that's the biggest reason, is IFYM. Actions speak more than words. I can make posts and this and that, but I really think posting, you know, every week, the progress photos, the macros, what's going on, it will really demonstrate it on a whole nother level. And I'll definitely up the vlogging game. The next 30 weeks obviously are going to transition into more of the fitness related stuff. I really haven't been on the game. I've kind of fallen off the past week, but I'll definitely be getting back into that as this prep gets underway. Reason number 2. Bunk/relationships. So I'm probably going to end up combining reason 2 and 3 right here. So, as some of you may know from some of the weirder videos I've made, I'll definitely link that weird video right here. When I made the first binge eating video in February of 2016, so that would be roughly 6 or 7 months ago, it really opened my eyes to a lot of things. You know, it really opened my eyes into how much of a monster I was. You know, how do I say this? I'm trying to think, you know, as I on my feet as I do this. Fitness changed me a lot in many ways, good and bad. You know, some of the good ways were I really learned about work ethic. That really taught me the capabilities that could happen if I really applied myself. You know, some of the areas that were, I'm looking for the word, that really grew as a result of that work ethic was especially my academics. I had a 4.0 in engineering. It is what it is, but it really because I learned through fitness that if I really applied myself to something and gave it my all and put my all into it and work ethic and worked hard and all the cliche stuff that everyone knows about working hard, you could achieve some extreme results. Obviously, you know, graduating summa cum laude, the 4.0 in engineering, and it's pretty prestigious. And by no means am I bragging. You know, there's a lot of things that came along with those decisions that have a drastic impact on my life. So that binge eating video really opened me up to the monster I was. It really showed me. So I had a prior relationship, and it really showed me the monster that I became. I really, for the sake of fitness, jettisoned a lot of things. I jettisoned friendships. I became someone really different. I became very self-focused, self-absorbed, and in my vanity. This competition is very far from vanity. Yes, have I gotten further in fitness? Yes. Has it come at the expense of a lot of things? Yes. Have I learned a lot? Yes. I could always be bigger. You know, I could always look better for a show. But I really want to prove something. I really want to prove that you don't have to let fitness consume you to achieve results. You don't have to let fitness define you. Because for me, I let fitness define who I was. If I didn't have abs, if I didn't look a certain way, and for some reason I let that define who I was. And I don't understand why. And I just became self-centered, self-focused, and an asshole, to be honest. The reason the prior relationship fell apart was on me. And that binge eating video really opened my eyes, you know, talking about it for the first time. Really opened my eyes to, like, dude, it's your fault. It's you. And I really want to demonstrate you can achieve really good results in fitness through, if it fits your macros, without damaging friendships and damaging relationships and burning bridges and really secluding yourself into, you know, the hardcore, you know, extremism. And I apologize for the sound in the background. I really hope this doesn't mess up the video too much. And the funk. So ever since I made that video, I've just been in this really, I don't know what the word is. It's just a funk. You can call it heartbreak or heartbroken, but I've just been in this funk. I really started to pick up bad habits. You know, just wasting time on pointless things, trying to distract myself from the real problems that I have personally. You know, I've really picked up drinking a lot more than I used to. You know, I've gotten drunk a lot more this summer than I ever used to. It's good in certain ways, it's bad in others. So I don't have it with me, I couldn't find it, but I'll definitely post a screenshot if I'm able to find it. It should be in my room somewhere. It's in a file, it just didn't look too hard. So for those of you that don't know, DUI stands for, I don't even know what the hell it stands for. Jeez Louise. Oh, driving under the influence. Duh. Driving under the influence. So that's drinking and driving. And in August, so roughly a month ago, I got pulled over after a concert for speeding. I was doing 50 and a 35, I believe. And at the concert I was drinking, and yes, I was drunk at the concert. I was pulled over by the officer, and he told me the words that nobody ever wants to hear when they get pulled over after they know they've been drinking. Sir, would you please shut off the vehicle and step behind the car? So I got out, and I don't know how close I was, but it felt like an eternity of staring in his flashlight and following the pen with my eyes. I don't know who my guardian angel is, but I'm sure he's pretty tired, because I was very, very close to getting a DUI that night. And it's just kind of, you know, opened my eyes to, I've really been trying to hide pain, heartbreak, frustration, regret, and all these sort of things, and not really addressing the root of the problem. I really need something to snap myself out of it, get out of this funk, and that's kind of something I hope to do. I really hope to, I don't know, it's just weird. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe the words will come to me through the whole process, but I need something really to kick me in the pants and get me out of this funk and this rut. So over the next 6 months, I'm not going to touch alcohol at all. Usually I would let that fit my macros, but as I demonstrated, I obviously don't have that control, and I really don't need a DUI. I know I post a lot of things on social media, and some people may see myself as successful, which is kind of absurd. I don't see that at all. But by no means am I perfect. I'm human. I fail too. And I have my ups and downs, and I really want to be transparent as possible with people when I make these videos, when I make posts. I don't want people to think that I'm on top of the world, because I've had that false ego before, and it's not good, it's not healthy, and I can tell you exactly where you're headed if you have that huge ego that's bigger than life. So that's basically, in essence, why I'm going to compete. It has nothing to do with the looks. It has nothing to do with the vanity. Do I want to win? Yes. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to win, and I'm going to try my hardest to win. But I'm going to do it in a healthy manner. I'm not going to do it in an extreme way. I'm going to teach, educate, and mentor as many people as I can along the way. And if you want to start a weight loss journey and you want to do it with me, let's go for it. I'm more than happy to answer questions. I've been through the ringer once or twice, definitely learned a lot of things, and I really just want to give back to the community that can do so much for people but is taught so poorly. And that's definitely a huge motivating factor behind Brick Athletics, and I really hope that I can launch that by the end of this prep. It's going on in the background right now, but definitely stay tuned. And if you have any questions, like always, my email address is right here. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this stuff, please subscribe, follow me on the blog. All my social media links are below. You can get a hold of me. Thank you very much, and God bless.